Have you ever noticed the louder a toxic person becomes, the calmer, truly powerful people get? Because real strength is not screaming, it's not proving yourself, and it's definitely not begging for respect. The most dangerous person in the room is usually the quietest one. In this video, you'll discover 7 silent behaviors that make toxic people fear you without arguments, threats, or revenge. And by the end, you'll understand why silence can become your greatest weapon. Let's begin. 1. You stop explaining yourself. Toxic people survive on one thing: your need for approval. They want you trapped in endless explanations. Why did you do that? What did you mean? You're overreacting. You misunderstood me. And before you realize it, you're defending your feelings like a criminal in court. But powerful people learn something important. Not everyone deserves an explanation. The moment you stop over-explaining yourself, toxic people lose control because they can no longer manipulate your emotions. Silence confuses them. Boundaries frustrate them. Confidence terrifies them. Imagine someone insulting you just to provoke a reaction, and you simply smile and walk away. That silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. Remember this: people who respect you rarely demand endless explanations. 2. You become emotionally unavailable to manipulation. Toxic people feed on emotional reactions: your anger, your sadness, your guilt. That's their fuel. They push your buttons because they studied your weaknesses. But one silent behavior changes everything: emotional detachment. Not coldness, not hatred, just control. When they insult you, you remain calm. When they gossip, you don't chase drama. When they try to provoke you, you refuse to react. Suddenly, they feel powerless, because manipulation only works when emotions control you. The strongest people are not emotionless. They simply refuse to hand their emotions to toxic people. And nothing scares a manipulator more than someone they cannot emotionally control. 3. You master the power of observation. Most people react too quickly, but intelligent people observe first. Toxic people reveal themselves through patterns. They lie casually. They play victim constantly. They create chaos everywhere they go. And yet many people ignore the signs because they focus on words instead of behavior. Silent observers notice everything. They don't interrupt. They don't expose their plans. They simply watch. And that makes toxic people nervous, because manipulators succeed when others are unaware. But when someone quietly understands their game, they become uncomfortable. There's a reason predators dislike eye contact. Awareness is power. The more you observe, the less you become a target. 4. You stop seeking validation. This is one of the biggest transformations a person can make. Toxic people control insecure people easily. Why? Because insecure people constantly need validation. They need approval, attention, recognition. And manipulators use that hunger against them. But once you stop chasing validation, you become dangerous. You no longer need everyone to like you. You stop begging for acceptance. You stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. And toxic people hate that, because your confidence reminds them of their own weakness. A person who validates themselves cannot be emotionally blackmailed. That kind of freedom is terrifying to manipulative people. 5. You learn to say less. Weak people reveal everything: their plans, their emotions, their next move. But powerful people understand silence. They speak carefully, they reveal selectively, they protect their energy. Toxic people gather information to use against you later. That innocent conversation, it could become weaponized tomorrow. That vulnerable confession, it could become gossip next week. This is why emotionally intelligent people don't overshare. Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates protection. The less toxic people know about your mind, the less power they have over it. Not every thought deserves an audience. 6. You become comfortable walking away. This behavior changes everything. Toxic people expect you to stay. Stay in the argument, stay in the manipulation, stay in the unhealthy relationship, because they believe fear will keep you trapped. Fear of loneliness, fear of rejection, fear of starting over. But the moment you become willing to walk away, their power collapses. Nothing scares toxic people more than losing access to you. Access to your attention, your energy, your emotions. Strong people understand something deeply. Peace is more valuable than attachment. Walking away is not weakness. Sometimes it's the highest form of self-respect. 7. You build a quiet life they cannot disturb. The final behavior is the most powerful of all. You stop trying to win against toxic people and start building a peaceful life without them. No revenge, no obsession, no drama, just growth. You focus on your health, your goals, your discipline, your peace. And ironically, that hurts toxic people the most, because nothing is more frustrating to them than seeing you happy without their approval. Your silence becomes success. Your absence becomes power. Your peace becomes untouchable. And eventually, they realize something terrifying. They can no longer reach you. Toxic people fear one type of person the most, someone who no longer needs their validation, attention, or control. Real power is silent. It doesn't scream, it doesn't chase, it doesn't beg. It simply walks away from chaos and protects its peace. So, ask yourself, which of these 7 behaviors do you need to master first? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more deep psychology and self-improvement. And remember, silence is not weakness. Sometimes it is the loudest form of strength.